Steph Curry with the shot, boy. Yeah, that is not a typo on your screen. If you've been watching and paying attention, you've been seeing Curry has been cooking. A career high, 62 points, knocked down 8 threes, shot 50% from three. And that was just ridiculous. It was very fun to watch. Channing, we were just here watching in awe.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's unstoppable. He is, like they said on their telecast, the greatest shooter of all time, in my opinion. Obviously played against him. When he's cooking like that, and when Draymond and his other teammates are looking for him and he's moving and his energy, it's impossible. And you saw it there between the handles, getting layups. And he also made the right play every single time. And, once they get past this kind of in-between stage with Draymond coming back and Wiseman, they're going to be a tough team. I have them top 7 in the West. I have them 6.
Okay, interesting. Grant, I know you were paying attention, watching every bucket that Steph got. 62 in only 36 minutes. That's the most points scored by a Warrior since Rick Barry back in the mid-'70s. Your thoughts on Steph's outstanding night?
I mean, incredible. And, look, I've said it all along. He missed a lot of basketball over the course of the last year and a half. And played 5 games last year. This is their 6th game to start this year. And it takes time. Basketball is a rhythm sport. It's a rhythm game. And you can see he got his rhythm. And as Channing said, he came out and he was just aggressive. He was attacking. He wasn't settling for jump shots. He was getting to the rim, getting to the basket. He was focused and locked in, looked like the Steph Curry that we've seen from many years ago. And that was refreshing and exciting. And so it takes time. As you come back from injuries, from inactivity, from not playing, it can take a minute to get your rhythm and your groove. And this is a good sign. And like Channing said, I picked Golden State in the preseason after Klay Thompson went down with his surgery to be a top 8 team and to be in the playoffs. And I'll say I was a little worried the first couple games, but I agree. As Draymond Green starts to get back to form, Wiseman sort of continues to get acclimated, and Steph continues to just come out and remind everybody of just how great he is. This team has a chance to be one of those teams that will be in the playoff picture at the end of the season. But what a great game! What a great performance, and it was fun to watch him get back to being the Steph Curry that we've all known.
You mentioned Draymond. He was 0 for 2 with 1 point, but had 8 assists, still managed to control the game without necessarily having an impact scoring. But it's all about Steph right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about Steph. 5 Warriors score in double figures, but it's all about Steph, who had a career-high 62. And, of course, baby, he gets the walk-off. Let's hear from Steph.
Watching the American Express Halftime Report. Shop small and support the places you love. Learn more at shopsmall.com.
The Blazers have won their last 3 against Golden State. Steph is like, I ain't having that tonight. Warriors up by 12. Steph is cooking 31 so far. And, he's litty. The energy's just a little bit different tonight for Steph Curry on the West Coast, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Channing Frye, the NBA champion. Grant, starting with you, obviously Steph Curry, he's came out tonight, and he just has a little different spark in his step. What have you seen from the 2-time MVP?
Hey, Ro, Steph Curry's come out like Channing did his first day at training camp with the Phoenix Suns. He is just full of energy, excitement, happy to be there. And I tell you, been aggressive from the jump, 10 for 18 from the field, shooting threes, attacking the basket. You said it best, bro. It's his energy. I don't know if I've seen this level of energy from Steph for an entire half since the start of this year. As he's starting to get his legs, his stamina, his wind. We forget he only played 5 games.
And I think we're experiencing technical difficulties with Grant's Wi-Fi. We'll get him back shortly. I know he has something excellent to say. We got to get that figured out. But in the meantime, going over to Portland, we know you know everything when it comes to the Portland Trailblazers. CJ has been on a tear so far this season, among the league leaders in scoring. Not necessarily having his best night so far tonight. What needs to change?
I mean, it's a team. I think right now they only have 4 assists in the half. They need to move the ball, move around, and they're playing too fast. I don't know. Like, Draymond Green is a ridiculously good defender. He is everywhere. But right here, CJ, this is a tough shot, but CJ's been hot. Look at this is skills and drills, as he says on Twitter. That's an easy mid-range shot for him. Now, again, look at him. He's assessing, but everyone's just standing. All 10 eyes on the other team are looking. Now, this is just getting him feet work. I know his toes was hot after this. Woo! All that sliding. But again, that's a tough shot. No one else touched the ball. Now, again, here, He's making these shots. He's 6 for 13 and a half, which is amazing. He's getting an easy little lay right there and one. But the rest of the starters are 6 for 15. He's 6 for 13. The Blazers cannot fall into this trap. They need to let everybody eat. The bench has done a pretty good job of scoring. Gary Trent Jr., Carmelo Anthony. But where is Derrick Jones Jr. and Robert Covington? And Nurk is the second biggest guy out there.
Right.
Feed him a little bit. Let him touch the ball a little bit. That's how they're going to be better. And slow down. Golden State is just running them out the gym. Right? You can't play that fast with Golden State. Trust me.
Trust me, yeah, you know all about
Trust
that.
me.
I call him affectionately the dad bod guy. He gets up and down the court really fast, though. Trust me on that one. Well, Paul George, everybody's been talking about him all off season. Hey, he said, I got something for y'all tonight. 6 threes as the Clippers handle their business and they get the victory over the Suns. It's the American Express halftime report. Channing, and we promise Brent Hill will be back to join us. We're going to get his Wi-Fi taken care of. Trust me.
Quarter over. Of course, not the first time that we've seen that. He said there was a particular action that you were trying to get to that seemed like it was working well. What was your diagnosis there, and how did that play out in the fourth?
Well, we were doing a lot of jostling with Memphis tonight and just going back and forth. And, 2-point lead here, or they'd take a 1-point lead, or we'd take a 1-point lead. So, it started the fourth. I want y'all to implement myself with my scoring a little bit more, get a little bit more in attack mode and see if I can kind of open the game up. And we were able to do that.
Dan Wookie. Hey, LeBron. You guys have won these last 2 games. Obviously, there's been good offense, but defensively, really, in a lot of different ways. What was the big key in the last 3 quarters tonight defensively? And do you like to see kind of that this group can win by outscoring teams or this way, too?
Yeah, we got to have the ability to be able to do winning all facets. Sometimes it's going to be outscoring teams. But for the majority, we want to win games by defending. When we defend, we rebound, we're able to get down and run and get in early transition and to get fast break points. We're able to get into our early actions, give ourselves a lot of time on the offensive end. So, tonight was one of those instances after the first quarter where they had, I believe, 36 points or whatever the case may be. After that, they had 58 for the rest of the game. I think 56 or 58, but it just shows what we're capable of, and we want to continue that going forward.
Dave?
LeBron, homecoming games, for lack of a better term, are such a big part of the NBA experience. You had one of the more remarkable ones when you first went back to Cleveland. Last year, you guys had that battle in New Orleans, making a comeback in AD's return. Can you comment or remark on the experience for Marc Gasol going back to Memphis for the first time in, what is such a different season?
I just hope that, when we get our fans back, that Marc can get another one, because he deserves it. What he did for this franchise over the course of those years, it was hell coming here playing him. Playing Marc and Zebo and TA, and the rest of that group, man, throughout those years, it was going to be a grind, as they would call it, the grindhouse. So, I truly hope that they re-show that video again when they get their fans back in here, because not only what he was able to do on the floor, he just missed so much off the floor as well. The guy actually, he even went to high school here for 2 years when Powell was playing in Memphis. So, he's been a part of this community for a long time.
All right, a couple more. Bill Orm.
Hey, LeBron. Coming into this season, there was a line of thinking externally that you would ease into the season, or you would pace yourself due to the nature of the season. And like with most things, when people say this is what LeBron should do or this is what LeBron's going to do, it so far doesn't seem to be the case. But are there ways in which you have paced yourself this season, or are pacing yourself right now, or do you just reject that line of thinking?
Nah. I continue to take care of my body and take care of my mind to be able to endure whatever the case may be. And obviously the short layoff, the 71 days between, us finishing and having to get back re-going, it definitely put a monkey wrench into my usual regimen of rest in my body and then getting back and going full, hard core on my training. I didn't really have that opportunity to kind of shut down my body and then go and revamp my body and get ready for the season. It just wasn't enough time. So, being able to, it's a fine line now where how much we push, how much rest, and also stay in good rhythm, because we have myself and our team, we built so much great rhythm in the bubble that Want to try to continue that as much as we can. So, for me, it's always about just having my mind and my body fresh. And if my mind is sharp, then I can go out and do whatever I need to do on the floor. And if it's not, then it hurts not only myself, but it hurts our team. So, that's the most important for me.
Last question, Calgo.
LeBron, I guess there were a couple fans in San Antonio and then maybe more fans tonight. Does that register? What's sort of the gradient of